Hello, hello. Um, Hopefully, everyone out there is having a good evening. Before I get the stream started, I just wanted to take a little bit of time and let's just take a quick moment of silence to to remember our brethren out there who have taken their last flight. May they forever have blue skies and tailwinds. To the families and the crew members, to everyone that knew the crew members on Blue Streak 5342, to everyone who had family, loved ones, mothers, daughters, children's, grandparents, for those who serve in our military, those who protect our country to do their duty. On Pat 25, let's just take a few moments of silence to remember those lost yesterday evening. Thank you very much. It's always hard to bounce back from when something so tragic happens. But it took most of the day for me to process everything, to realize what really happened. Holding out hope. You always want to hold out hope. You never wish for anything like this to happen. We pilots, we flight attendants, dispatchers, aviation mechanics, the ground handlers, gate agents, ticket counter agents. We all take our job very seriously, and we try to do it with the utmost professionalism. Let yesterday be just a small blip on the radar. Aviation has been and will always be one of the safest ways to move about the country and about the world. I decided I was going to stream tonight. I was really kind of going back and forth with it. And, I figured, why not do something that I absolutely love to do to help me cope and pass the time. I'm sorry I had to leave the stream quite abruptly last night. Was not expecting to get the news that I got last night. But in the spirit of Turn and Burn Tuesday, which is now dragged on into Wednesday and now Thursday, we will finish this thing on up. We have the Nevada Battleborn livery from the U.S. Airways. And we're here in Vegas. This is where we came to. I tried to park us on the same gate we parked at last night. Got a nice little view with the Vegas Strip in the background. Today, we're in Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020. So we're not in Flight Simulator 2024. We're in 2020 today. Simply because, I mean, I do like 2024, but the pushback mechanic is better in 2020. And the replay tool also works a little bit better, I find, without me having to do the whole, resetting the engines and all that fun stuff to get it to work. So I figured we'll go ahead and do this one in 2020 today. I'll probably hold off on 2024 until it has all of its kinks worked out for it. So without further ado, Draco says, "What's up, Gray Jello?" Hello, Draco. Thank you for joining in on the stream this evening. We'll hop on to the flight deck here. I'll go ahead and we will begin the loading process. We'll load the aircraft in real time. Will only take 26 minutes. It won't be too bad, especially since we already know we only have one leg that we're doing today. It's another one and done. I really do love one and done legs in real life. That's if I could do one and done all the time, or even just round trips, the round trips that end at home are the best. I would do those all the time. We're sitting here in the airplane. I do have the IRs aligned. That's just how we left it yesterday. We can do what they call a quick align, turn everything off and then everything back on within the first 5 seconds. That's going to do a quick align. If you notice, we did get the ding, but it already says GPS primary, so it's already been realigned. Excellent. We'll go back up top, just do a quick cursory recheck of everything. Like I said, we'll get the recorder ground control on. We don't need to do any tests since we're pretending that we kept the airplane and are flying right through, correct? So everything here looks good. No need to run the engine fire test. The hydraulic panel looks good. The fuel panel is all set. The electrical panel is all set. I'll go ahead and turn the external power off right now since I got the APU going. The air conditioning panel is all set. The anti-ice for window heat looks good. Cabin pressurization panel is all set. The lights look good. The APU we have running with the bleeds on, so that's good. The emergency lights armed. We're going to move the observer's ACP to the 3 o'clock position for the PA, and VHF3 should be in data. There we go. Move the cargo heat to just the 12 o'clock position there. So the flight control panel looks good. Cargo heat looks good. Cargo smoke, all lights extinguished. Everything's guarded. Ventilation panel, everything's extinguished. And the engine panel, everything's extinguished and guarded. We're just doing a quick cursory check of everything, not testing everything. On the glare shade here, all of our lights are extinguished. We're in 10 miles an arc. The flight director's on and constraints. The center FCU here is showing all digits. The lights are extinguished and we're in heading and vertical speed. The first officer glare shade has all of its lights out on the main instrument panel here. We want to make sure we have the PFD on the left, the ND on the right. RISS is aligned. Upper and lower EWDs are in the correct orientation. Brake fans off, landing gear down through green. The visual steering is armed or on. Let's see, date and time are mostly correct because I did change the time in the sim a little bit so we can be about a midday stream here. And our landing gear is down with no red light there. On the first officer side, the ND is going to be on the left. The PFD is on the right. And we can adjust the brightness as we see fit there. Coming on down to the center pedal still here on the captain side. We go to FMGC. V252485, so that looks good with the nav data is current. We can go down to the RMP here. That's set right now. We do have Vegas approach online, so that's what I have tuned in there. And our radios are set on the ACP. Lighting is set how I like it. The radar is off. That's good. Coming up to the center, No need to test the recall and clear that. The thrust levers are at idle. Engine masters are off. Engine mode is norm. Speed brakes disarm. Flaps are up. We have digits in the rotor trim window there. Gravity gear extension is stowed. And coming over to the first officer side, V2524A5s with the current database. That's good. His radios are set up the way they should be, and a transponder down here. I got it on because we do have a squawk code of 7215, and I got the transponder set to on one and altitude reporting there. Alrighty, that all looks good. Let's go ahead and begin programming this sucker. Let's go ahead and bring up our flight plan here. Give that a minute. View flight plan. There we go. Excellent. We'll go to initialization, hit that button there to initialize our flight. Excellent. Everything is uplinked. We're going to be AWE, that's Cactus 3318. And it will have a cost index of 12. We'll be cruising along at an altitude of flight level 290. Nope, it missed the 9er there. There we go. 290, plus 2 on an ISA deviation, so 2 degrees warmer. So that's going to be 38. Minus 38 degrees there. Excellent. If we look at the current weather here, let me see if I can bring up the ATIS information. Last one they published had a temperature of 15 degrees, so we'll put in temperature of 15 degrees. Excellent. We have no alternate there, so we can go to a NIPI. We're planning on a zero fuel weight of, that's exactly where I get rid of that, a zero fuel weight of 122.9, 122.9, and the zero fuel weight CG, we'll get rid of you. We'll bring the ATSU up. AOC, received messages, preliminary load sheet. Zero fuel of 29.2%, so 29.2%. Alrighty. And our fuel, we're looking at, I think it's, there it is, all the way down there. 11.6 on the fuel. We'll go ahead and zero out the route reserve. That's already calculated for us in our flight plan. I'll have to go into like fuel planning at like a completely different short form video format. So you guys will kind of understand that, like, even though this always says 5%, we zero this out. It should uplink 0, but if it doesn't, you always want to zero that out, simply because the flight planning software is way more sophisticated nowadays, and it can take into account all the different types of fuel reserves and stuff like that, even down to like how much fuel you'll burn if you have to go around. Like the flight planning software is crazy nowadays. But we'll depart off of Vegas. Well, here, let me see what they're departing off of Vegas. Hello, approach Cactus 3318. Just curious, what runway can we expect for departure? We'll expect 1 rate for Cactus 3318. Alrighty, so one left, 1 right. Okay, yeah, they're literally, well, they're using 26 left as well. And 26 right. Alright, so this should be, I notice yet again this is not picking up. This is not picking up my properties. There we go. The ATC audio was not coming through for you guys, so I'll go ahead and put this on There we go. That should be working for you guys now. Although there's not a lot of airplane lanes out here, so nothing to really hear, at least right now. So we'll depart runway 1 right.
377 runway.
There we go. You should hear him now.
Clear to land, 1 left, Delta 377.
On a Rassler 3. Zane transition. And then direct watch row for the Bruiser run 26. They're landing west apparently in Phoenix, so we will do 26. Bruiser and Wotro. There we go. Make sure there's no... I went the wrong way. There we go. Make sure there's no discontinuities in there. Nope. That looks good. Excellent. Max Racing says, howdy, how are you doing this evening, Max Racing? Hopefully you had a good day. Hopefully you hadn't tuned into anything on the news and had your day just go sideways, but it is what it is. Thanks for showing up this evening. Let's see. I don't need that. What I do need is to go back to the wind page here, and we will uplink our winds, and while we wait for those to uplink, we can go ahead and get some performance data here. 1 right, try. That seems good. Exxon, we'll sync that. And we'll go 136 to 136.2. Gives us the additional weight there. We never use headwinds. Alrighty, and we'll go ahead and calculate that out, and that looks good. We'll send it to the McDoom. Excellent. We'll go back down here. The winds are uplinked, and we can go to performance. Our data is uplinked, and we will go over, and over. Actually, no, I wanted that page. We will do a 250 descent. I don't know why. That's probably our cost index that's driving that. And our secondary flight plan, we will copy it, and this one's a little difficult out of here. I don't know if I really want to do it. Actually, I think it's incorrect. Maybe it's not. It said track a 194, so off of 1 right here, track 014 to 11 DME from Vegas. So let's go ahead and we'll put LAS and an 11-mile ring in there. LAS. And again, I'm getting this engine failure information from Blackbox 711. He has a website where you can go in and look and see what the engine failure procedure would be. And it's not like what every airline would use, but it's going to keep you in the safe zone there. So we'll continue straight ahead on the runway heading course, essentially, till we get to 11 TME. And then we'll make a left turn back around to the Vegas VR and hold. So there we go. So we go all the way out. Then we'll make a left back hand turn back to the Vegas VR and hold. So let's see. What we can do actually in here is we can go in the secondary flight plan. We can do LAS. We'll go put that over keypad. There we go. And then we can do LAS 014 and 11 DME. That's an invalid entry. Oops. Alright. There has to be a way to do that. That should work. LAS.
approach.
014 and 11 DME.
Through flight level A0 and the cocktail for arrival.
Yeah, okay, so we now have place bearing distance 01. Right, so that's what I want right in front of us. And then after that will be Las Vegas. It wants us to do a right turn.
78, Las Vegas approach. Hello, expect ILS runway 1 left approach.
So what we could do, since this wants us to do a left-hand turn, we'll leave the discontinuity there, go to heading mode, switch it to left, and then we'll do LAS right there, after the discontinuity. And then we can do LAS hold. Doesn't have computed. So that it is what it is, right-hand turns. Does it really matter? 014 and back course 014. How about that? Is that the correct way? I have no clue. Zoom in. Zoom in. I don't think we're actually going to see the hold. That's okay. Return. Oh, okay. That would work, actually. So I'm actually okay with that. So there's our engine failure procedure right there in the secondary. So if something happens, we can go to our secondary and activate it, fly straight ahead to that waypoint. Once it clicks, gives us the triple click, we'll spin that heading all the way around to the left-hand side. Once we start making that left-hand turn far enough around, then we can go direct to Vegas, and then the hold will take there. So that is that. Excellent. We have completed all the things. We can go ahead and verify our route real quick. So let's see. To verify our route, we want to go to plan 10 nautical miles. There we go. We are there. We'll depart runway 1 right. It's a 014. Let me get our charts out here. That would actually help if I did that, huh? Alrighty. So, I'll put you right there. So, it'll be a 014 heading to intercept the 02072 to Keybad. Oh, that should always be on top. That's weird. Why aren't you on top?
Bye-bye.
Oh, that's so weird. That is so weird. That should always be on top. Hold on. Did I do something? Did I do something naughty? Always on top. Yeah, it's always on top. Okay. I don't know. Is it because I got this open? I have no clue why this is doing that. It has not done this in the past, but today, for some reason, today's going to be the day where you're going to do that, huh? Alrighty. So in that case, let me see if I can put you down here. You're still going to disappear, aren't you? Yep, disappear behind the screen. I did not do anything to my simulator. Why are you doing this? I have no clue. I have no clue why you... It's on top of everything else on this screen. That's correct. Actually, no. It's not even on top on that screen. I'm going to exit out of that and we'll bring it up again. See if that solves the issue. Sorry about that. Alrighty. There we go. Let's bring you over, see what's going on. Yeah, okay. I don't know what happened there. But we got it back now, so that's good. We have... Where was I at? Yes, Keybad is where we're going. From Keybad, we will go to Hayden. Yeah. And then Hayden to Old Blue. Old Blue is going to be at or above 10,000, 250 knots. And then from Old Blue, we're going to go down to Razzler. Razzler is going to be at or above 13,000. And then from Razzler, we can proceed down to Rock, and then Zane, and then direct to Watchrow for the transition into Fenix there. So now is the perfect time to brief our FO. Are you ready, Ghost FO? Max, are you ready? Here we go. We will depart off of runway 1 right. We'll probably take Bravo and Delta to get down there. Delta 3. It's going to be a Flaps 1 Flex, standard reject considerations. There is a special engine failure procedure, so if we do lose an engine after V1, we'll pull heading, activate the secondary, push heading until we get all the way out to the disconnect there, spin the heading to the left, and go proceed direct to the Vegas VR and hold. Otherwise, we have, what's the top altitude on the SID? 190, so we'll select 190 since that's what they want us to do. 19 is the top altitude. Departure frequency, that's 35 nothing. I got them up, and we're squawking. I can just get rid of you. Squawk 7215. Any questions? Ghost FO? No questions, Ghost FO? Alright, let's see. We're still loading up. That's good. We actually are making it on time here. Let's go ahead and do a quick PA to the passengers. Welcome them aboard. I want that. That's what I want. Okay. Oh, no ATC down in Phoenix, but that is quite all right. Ladies and gentlemen, greetings from the flight deck. This is your Captain Grey Eagle. On behalf of myself and your co-pilot, I'd like to welcome you aboard U.S. Airways Flight 3318 with service down to Phoenix. Should be underway here in just a few more minutes once everyone's settled down and we've loaded the last little bit of our bags. We should be underway looking at about 54 minutes of flying time. We'll be cruising along at an altitude of 29,000 feet. Anticipating a smooth ride, I'll try to get that fasten seatbelt sign turned off as soon as I can once we do level off and cruise. The current weather down in Phoenix, the winds are to the west at 10 miles an hour. 10 miles visibility, clear skies, temperature is 63 degrees Fahrenheit. If there's anything we can do to make your flight more enjoyable, please don't hesitate to ask. In the meantime, we invite you to sit back, relax, and enjoy the flight. Alrighty. There's that, and whenever we do that, we immediately go into finishing up our final preparations here. We're going to go ahead and check our engine oil, hydraulic quantities, status messages, that looks normal, and then our oxygen, and we can come on over, and we don't need to check our oxygen again since it is a through flight there. Excellent. We are ready for a before start checklist. Alright, the recorded ground control is on, flight forms and the maintenance logbook is on board, reviewed aircraft 822. Fuel quantity, let's see, we needed 11.6, and I think we have 11.6 on board. View flight plan here. Yeah, 11.6 required and 11.6 is on board. Let's see, the minimum is a release. Where's the minimum at? Then takeoff 8.7. Alright. Takeoff performance, we have 135, 135, and 138 with a flex of 71. Pretty high flex. Oxygen's checked. Seatbelt sign is on. ECAM checked. Park brake is on and checked. MCDU is set. Altimeters. The latest ATIS, that kind of rhymed. Latest ATIS says, LA Center is on. It's still kilo. Okay, that's cool. The altimeter is 3014, so not that big of a difference. We'll set 3014 once, twice, and race. There we go. Departure briefings review the before start checklist. Do it now is waiting for the last few passengers to finish. There they are. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Hold on 1 second.
Additional aircraft information, Lima now current at Las Vegas, altimeter 3014. Trade wind 7378, runway 1 left, clear line.
Clear to land, runway 1 left, trade wind 7370.
All right, sorry about that. Let's go ahead and initiate our pushback here. Begin a manual pushback. We'll go outside. Muy bien. Ooh, let's go ahead and disconnect the ground power while we're at it. It is nice that they do it automatically, but we can do that here. Excellent. There we go. I think ATC said push and start will be our discretion, so let's say clear after departure. So we just got to contact them for taxi. So that sounds good. Let's see. LA Center is 26525. That'll be later on. I'm not going to worry about them too much. Alrighty, looks like they're ready down below. We're ready up top. The brakes are released. We're clear to push. Let's go backwards. I guess we'll push straight back to 11 here. So I will turn the tug to the left once we clear out just a little bit. There we go.
To Las Vegas approach, expect ILS, runway 1 left approach.
Which runway, I'm sorry?
United 1252, expect ILS, runway 1 left approach.
ILS runway 1 left approach, United 12.
Let's do an engine start while we're pushing back here. How about that? I usually wait till the end of the pushback, but let's get this engine start going right now. Alright, well, that's good enough for government work, I guess. We'll hold right there. Start engine number 2 up. look at that. Absolutely beautiful. Sounds beautiful too. The only thing I wish was that frame gen was a little bit better with the artifacting, but that's okay. Excellent. Alrighty, sounds like we have two good starts. Maxer says, "Hey, Gray, how are you doing, buddy?" It's been quite a night, quite a day, but doing much better. Let's go flaps 1.
We're gonna get out of here. IFR, but I'll try to work on that radio. I can promise here at Bravo.
United 1252 at Roman, cleared island.
I forgot to turn on the beacon light there. I was waiting for them to be done boarding before I turned on the beacon light. That's part of the captain's flow to do that. Alrighty. Let's see. We want status, right? There we go. After start checklist. Engine anti-ice is off. Status is checked, and the rudder trim is 0. After start checklist is complete.
One right should be a Bravo Delta. We'll cross 26 right. United 1710.
Yeah.
Las Vegas, approach train with entry from American November. Request gates Alpha.
Did I get the lights? Oop, I did not. Wow, I'm all over the place. Here we go. Yep. And the cockpit door's open. Wow. Yep. Let's go ahead and close that. This is why the Ghost FO is here. Ghost FO to save the day. Let's go ahead and we do have a company message. We go return. That's our final closeout there. And let's see, 1230. Alrighty, that's only 100 pounds difference, so that's good there. And 0 fuel weight up to a 9.2 to a 9.2. That's exactly on. So we are good with our performance numbers. They're excellent. We'll go ahead and bring the sim volume back down just a little bit there, and we can call ready for taxi. Hello, approach Cactus. I almost called us Delta there. Cactus 3318 is ready for taxi. We have information Kilo.
Cactus 3318, Las Vegas approach, thanks for Kilo, runway 1 right, taxi via Bravo, Delta, cross runway 26 right.
Bravo Delta, cross 26 right for runway 1 right, Cactus 3318. Ready. We'll take Bravo and Delta. I think we'll be ahead of that United there. So we'll go ahead and
1510, give way to the Cactus A319 is going to be pulling on to Bravo at Bravo 5.
Roger, I think it's steam up there. We'll get it way to him, United 1310.
excellent.
It's runway 1 left.
It's going to give us the right away here from United.
United 1252, runway 1 left, cleared land.
Runway 1 left, clear land, United 1252.
So we'll cross over Charlie. This is taxiway right now, and then we'll turn right onto Bravo.
United 2300.
And once we're on Bravo, we can go ahead and do
United 2300.
our flight control checks.
For Lima, runway 1 right, taxi via Bravo, Delta, cross runway 26 right.
Full up.
Bravo, Delta 26 right.
Pull down.
For United 2300.
Neutral. Full left.
Departure, good day. Santa 420.
All right. Neutral. Rudders. Full left. All right. Neutral. There we go. We'll go ahead and bring the auto brakes up to max. We are going to be up 0.7. There we go. The PWS and auto And we'll do a takeoff config. Looks like our flight attendants are ready to go as well. Max says, do you ever think some ground control facilities are biased to, which, I mean, sometimes it can feel that way. Because sometimes, like, you've called up long before anyone else, and, you know, the competition will call up and, or another airline, it doesn't matter. Another airline will call up and they'll get a taxi instruction right away and then put you behind them, and you're like, what is that for? You know, that's, yeah, I mean, sometimes you feel like that. Sometimes you feel like that. But I know it's all based on first come, first serve, and who's got slot times where. That's literally what it all comes down to. Who's got a slot time and where. And, you know, some of that stuff is just kind of like out of your control. So sometimes you, like going into New York, you just sit and wait. That's what you do all the time into New York. Let's see. We can run it before takeoff checklist. Flaps is one planned and one indicated. Takeoff data and speeds are checked. Weight is 134.2. Stab trim. What did I say it was going to be? Is 28.8%. 28.0%. Flight controls are checked. ECAM memo. Takeoff. No blue. We're to the line.
I'm sorry, aircraft taxi again.
Flight attendants, prepare for takeoff. Ooh, Masaba. I haven't heard that call sign in forever.
Runway 1 right, taxi Bravo, Delta, cross runway 26 right. Okay, 1 right, via Bravo, Delta, cross 26 for...
Oh, man. Let me make this turn and then I'll read your comment there, Max Racing. We are clear to cross 26 left on Delta, and we'll hold short of 1 right. And Max Racing says Southwest slides the ground control is a little hush money. I know it. There's a little rumor I've heard about Southwest doing that, especially in St. Louis. They hold Christmas parties for the controllers, and they get some lavish gifts if they get prioritized. So I've always heard you go into St. Louis, Southwest always gets priority. Alrighty, we're on the other side, below the line, runway and FMS. We got runway 01 right in the box on the screen and out the window. That's checked. Airman takeoff fuel, I think I said 8.7 required. We have 11.3 on board. Flight attendants notified, engine mode norm, and the TCAS. We'll go ahead and bump that into TARA. The before takeoff checklist is complete there. Alrighty.
I missed out on the departure. Is that Kilo 7 or Kilo 7 for and then direct via Dicey, then direct Void, direct Skier, then direct, and then 7,000 expect 23010 minutes after squawk 736, and I missed the departure frequency as well.
There comes United.
I'll give you a full readback. For a Cactus 3318 runway 1 right, line up and wait, traffic control final for the parallel.
Alright, 1 right, line up and wait, Cactus 3318. Alrighty, so there should be traffic on front. There he is, another United. Oh, I love that blue livery. I love that blue livery. Alright, so our funnel is clear. You can go ahead and let the flight attendants know we're taking the runway. Those lights, I like to leave them on until we actually get a clearance to take off, or off until we get a clearance to take off. Everything else is going to come on. Excellent.
Direct red table VOR, Delta Bravo Lima, then direct. Maintain 7,000, expect 230, 5 minutes after. Departure on 135.0, squawk is 7636.
Alright, thank you for that. We're clear via the Aspen via the MiG 7.
This guy's having a hard time with his clearance.
Via the McCarran 7, radar vector Dicey, then direct Floyd, then direct Skier, direct red table VOR, then direct Aspen 7000, up to 230, 10 minutes after, 135.0, and 7636 on the squawk.
Number
Oh, where United go?
Is correct information. Lima is current. Altimeter 3014. Expect runway 1 left at
Oh,
Bravo.
he is at Alpha. He is right beside
We'll go ahead
us.
and grab Lima 3014 and we'll let you know for taxi 31.
Okay. I do not know your scenery.
Runway 1 right, quick data.
1 right, clear for takeoff, Cactus 3318. Alrighty, sounds are coming up. We'll see you in the air.
Terminal 3.
Roger, look, you exited wrong direction.
I'm sorry. Can you give me directions, please?
Alright, 1.05 on the Eper. That looks good. Go ahead and set our takeoff power. Flex, thrust, set.
Actually, yeah, you look at this left on Fox 1.
ADE checked.
Left on Sierra, hold for runway 1 left.
D1, rotate. Positive rate. Gear up. Oh, this autopilot is 100% coming on right now. It was a one-for-one recreation of the strip. That is absolutely amazing. Microsoft Flight Simulator never ceases to amaze me. Flaps up after takeoff checklist. Go back to seeing if we can see anything out our right wing there. Absolutely beautiful.
Vegas departure, United 5010, 2500, climbing 13,000.
United 1710, radar contact, climb, maintain flight level 190.
Flight level 190, United 1710.
Cactus 3318, radar contact out.
6,000, climbing flight level 190 on the, what is it, the Razzler 3.
Cactus 3318, roger, climb, maintain flight level 190.
We'll climb maintain flight level 190 for Cactus 3318. There we go.
United 1252.
Great departure. Thanks, Max. I mean, that departure is so beautiful. Like, even in real life, if you ever fly into Vegas commercially, Max Racing, make sure if it's going to be like a, you can check the weather, right? But usually they like 2.6. They prefer 2.6, depending on where you're coming from, also where you're going. But sometimes, early in the morning, they use runway 1, and it's absolutely beautiful. Picture perfect. Flying in and out of there. Like what you saw out that window was exactly what you would see, like if you had seat like 1A or something like that. All right, we're coming up on the first 10,000 feet. Remember, AGL for the lights, MSL it's MSL for the lights, AGL for sterile.
Take off, one left at Bravo, stand 420.
Alright, there is our AGL altitude. So there we go. We'll go ahead and let the flight attendants know we are out of sterile. I wonder if you look out here, would you be able to find it? Could you do it? Could we do it? I don't know if it's in the simulator. I was going to say, I wonder if we can find the Hoover Dam, but I don't think it's in the simulator because like, this is Lake Mead right here.
Check 3318 LA Center on 126.52. Yep.
Was not prepared for that. Already, LA Center on 12652 for Cactus 3318. Have a great night.
Next 1710 LA Center 126.52. See ya.
Yep.
126.5.
How about, there we go. I don't know why that button wasn't working, but what did I say? 12652. There we go. Someone's doing a Janet flight.
Yeah, 33, you're flying from request number 1. Expect BT.
Copy. Phoenix, thank you for Janet.
Hello, LA Center. Cactus 3318 16,000, climbing flight level 190.
Cactus 3318 LA Center, hello, climb, maintain flight level 290.
Climb 18 flight level 290 for Cactus 3318. Let's see. There we go. 29. That is set. Excellent. What are you talking about? I believe it's the RNAV one right that takes you over the sphere. Well, you saw it, right? I mean, oh, you're talking about the approach? Yes, I know what you're talking about, the approach. Hold on. Let me bring up the charts. RNAV, is it the one right? Yeah, it is one right. Nope. Nope. It's the other way around. It'd be 19. There we go. It's this one. It's definitely one of these. So I think what you're talking about is one of these. So this would bring you in, and like the sphere is like right there somewhere. Like you fly right over the sphere. That's a fun one to do. And that one's fun to be walking around Vegas and slide right over your head as they're getting ready. That's when you realize how close the strip is to the airport there. So yeah, I think that's the airport, the approach you're talking about there. Max Racing. Let's go ahead and switch to transition standards. Once, set twice, and set thrice. We'll go ahead and get the wing light off, and it's smooth. And ooh, internet literally just dropped. Yeah, I don't know where that is right now.
Excuse me, 1 3014. Transition, Las Vegas altimeter.
United 230.
Cactus 7318, yeah, I got you. No problem. Makes it easier for us. You're about to leave my airspace. Radar service terminated. Frequency change approved. Have a good night. No problem. See you. Southwest 1577, stay airspeed.
Southwest 1577, it is 280 now.
Delta 1097, stay airspeed.
50, flight level 220,
All right, we're back. I have no clue what happened there. After going in and looking at it, I went and turned off my, I don't know what it is. It might be something with my connection with the Ethernet port here, because I turned on the Wi-Fi to my PC and it is working flawlessly. So I have no clue. Yeah, Draco says I thought it was my router I got on sale. Yeah, no, it was not on your side. I can assure you it was not on your side. We did get a frequency change to 122.8. No one else is online, so we'll go ahead and tune that in.
Daily 7, or daily 6, Vegas 30 by nothing.
Sorry about that little technical issue. I do not know why. I mean, I'm connected with a Cat 6 cable, so I don't know why that part isn't working, but the Wi-Fi works perfectly fine. I have no clue. But here we are. Let me go ahead, and while I'm down here doing frequencies, .ctaf Fenix 2090. There we go. So we'll go ahead and set 2090 in there. We'll keep our squawk since ATC was online at some point. And let's go ahead and see where our top of descent is. Alright, it's out there near Watro, or just past Watro. So let's go ahead, go to airports, go here. I want approaches. 26 is what they were using. So we'll go ahead and pin that, and let's review our arrival, shall we? You back up? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Max Racing. Sorry about that. I do not know what was going on with the internets there, but yes, we are back up. I just want you to do that. You can stay there. Excellent. We'll put you in plan, 10 nautical miles, and we'll scroll down. Move you a little bit further off to the side there. There we go. A little bit more better. All right. So coming in over Watro. Then we have Weiner at flight level 290, so we'll stay here until we at least cross Weiner. And then we have Drake between flight level 240 and 290. Then Mayer is between flight level 190 and 250, 270 knots. We have Bruiser is going to be at 13 and 17 and 250 knots. So 1370, 250 knots. And then we're doing a 2-6 transition. So we're going to break off and go to Ante between 11 and 12. Zylab at 9,250 knots. Bryce at between 9 and 8,230 knots. Cuckoo, there we go. 7,210 knots. And from there we'll go out to Shiraz, and then from there I don't know what it's trying to do there, but we have some sort of transition on the approach here. Does it have Zerlo in there? No way. It has Zerlo in there. I don't need the whole thing, guys. Whatever. We'll figure it out. All of these points look good. I was trying to figure that one out. I'm like, why is it doing this? Okay, so all of that looks good in there. The ILS is going to be 1385. So we got the ILS. It's going to be ICWJ, 111.75 and 258. Close enough. 260, 258. It is what it is. A simism. Alrighty. We'll do Phoenix runway 26. And let's go ahead and set up our weather there. So wait, before I do that, 1385 is the minimums there. We'll do 3 in full as per the norm. Let's see. I want the weather. Current ATIS real world says 280 at 7, right down the runway at 7 knots, guys. It doesn't get any better than that. The temperature is 16. I like that temperature. That's a good temperature. And the altimeter is 3014. What a beautiful day out on the west coast there. All of that is set. We're approaching Watro or Weiner now, so we can put our the bottom side everything here at 7,000. And we'll go ahead and manage up our descent. And Ghost FO. You ready for a briefing, Ghost FO? Yep. All right. We're coming in on the Bruiser 1 arrival. We're just crossed our first restriction there. Weiner at 290. The bottom side is going to be Cuckoo at 7,210 knots. We'll plan on doing a visual. We'll back it up with the ILS. Since it is a visual, that's all we need to really brief there. We'll brief the plate 11-5 dated 9 August 19. I'm going to configure using full flaps, low auto brakes. If we do need to go miss, plan on doing a soft go around. We'll climb to 2,500, then a climbing right hand turn to 5,000. Outbound on a 030 to, I think that's Russ. Is that Phoenix? That's Phoenix. VOR. Run radio 336 to event, and hold there. Or if we get alternate instructions from ATC, we'll do that. When we do land, plan a left-hand turn off on one of these mini Bravo taxiways here. And we'll probably just take Bravo or Charlie, probably Charlie back in. I'll just probably park right there at the end so we can get to it and get on to our replays there. Excellent. Any questions, Ghost FO? Nope. All right. Thank you very much, Ghost FO. Let's see if the things actually... So I should have realized when, 1, ATC kept cutting out, but 2... my photo whatever it is, photogrammetry is just gone. I don't think this is what the desert looks like. Do you guys think that's what the desert looks like? I have no clue. And I do not know if there is a way to load that back in. I don't. Oh, let's see. General options. Is it miscellaneous? Nope. Experimental flight data. There we go. Data. Let's go ahead. Data limitation is off. And with unlimited, rolling cache is off. Your current cache. Note that rolling cache should also be turned off and will have to be turned back on again. Yeah, we'll delete the one. Okay. Client save. Go back. I have no clue how to get that going. I don't know. Hopefully Phoenix will load in correctly. How about that? Once we get lower, hopefully it will start loading in correctly. But yeah, as you can see, this is that's not what it looks like out there. But that's okay. What are we gonna do about it? And while we're at it, we can go ahead and begin our goodbye announcement to the passengers Do a little bit of, so 29, so we're literally 30 minutes from landing. Sweet. Ladies and gentlemen, greetings from the flight deck. We've begun our initial descent into the Phoenix area. Currently 143 miles to the north. We will be landing in the next 30 minutes. Current weather down in Phoenix. Winds are out of the west at 7 miles an hour. 10 miles visibility, clear skies. Temperature is 61 degrees Fahrenheit. I'd like to thank you for choosing U.S. Airways. We look forward to serving you on a future flight. Welcome to Phoenix. There we go. I'm really hoping this slowly begins streaming back in. I'll have to, after the stream is over, I'll have to turn on my Ethernet and see if that will load back in, or maybe I'll just restart the sim and see if it will work like that. But I'll turn back my Ethernet back on and see what's going on. It's kind of weird that an Ethernet would work worse. Does that make any sense? Worse than a Wi-Fi does? That's super weird. Not only is it operating a little bit better than or operating unlike the Ethernet cable is, but Wi-Fi is actually giving me better bit rate for the stream. I'm actually able to stream very consistently in 4K, it looks like. So I don't know. I do not know what's going on. Did a mouse shoot through a wire somewhere? I have no clue. Now that I say that, I'm gonna have to like go hire an exterminator. I don't want to do that. I want to have someone to come in and like knock on the walls to see if we got mice chewing through wires. But I wouldn't put it past this house with what's happened over the last few months. Alrighty, let's see if I need to make a position report here real quick. And what are we thinking about tomorrow night? Should we... I know there's only 2 of you in the chat, but that's okay. We'll leave that as a yes, no. We'll start that poll. There's only 2 options, so there we go. The poll is started here. I'm gonna go ahead and go back up to the front. Everything is managed, so that is all looking good. Excellent. With 100% of the people watching voting, it looks like we have a yes. I don't know who's the one person or 2 people. I really can't see. It just says 100%. So I don't know how many people voted. But thus far, it looks like Failure Friday is going to be a thing. I need an airport, though. One vote. Thank you, one person who voted. Yeah, I'll need an airport. Not too sure where to do it from. I have to think about that one. And then the second part of that question is A319, 20 or 21. Like, those are major questions that need to be answered there. We're approaching Mayor. Mayor is between 19 and 250, so we're going to be right smack dab. We should probably be right at 19 and 270 knots. It's just Draco that voted. Okay, you were the sole vote. Thank you very much, Draco. I guess Failure Friday is going to be a thing. Hopefully you'll be around to tune in. I think I'll probably do it right around 7:30, 7:45, if I can. That way, maybe I'll do it on VATSIM. They don't really like it when you do a lot of failures, so they probably won't be on VATSIM. But and that'll probably be another one of those shorter streams as well, just because I never know when it's going to give me a failure that I can't handle. And some of these failures, like going down to emergency electrical configuration, it's really like a 2 to 3 person job. I mean, it takes one whole person just to fly the airplane and another whole person just to run the checklist. So if we get emergency electrical configuration, that will it'll be a handful. That's a handful. So there we go. Like I said, we were going to be exactly at 19 and 270 knots. That's pretty much spot on. We'll go ahead and get the seatbelt sign turned back on as we're descending through our transition level here. What did I say the altimeters were? 3014, of course they are. So I'll wait till this flashes at me, which it should right just about now. There we go. So we got 3014, set once, set twice, and set thrice. We can do a descent checklist. Altimeters 3014, auto brake is low. Roof approach page, that is set. Arrival briefing, it's reviewed. Bruiser 1, visual approach, backed up with ILS 26. Status is checked. There's no changes there. Descent checklist is complete. You'll do your best. Thanks, bud. Love to see you show up for another stream. Hopefully I sort this internet issue out before anything happens. Let's see what the company message is down here real quick. Alright. Let's see, menu received messages. Cactus Ops. Let's see, ADC for delay. Yep, don't care. Cool. So we'll go back into performance there. Now I'm kind of glad that I didn't do it in 2024 because everything streamed in that game, and I would really wonder, like, if I lost internet connection, would I even be flying in a world? I mean, I think it does kind of download some of the world locally, and like keeps re-downloading as you're flying along. But you know, could it be possible that the X-Plane thing happens? So for those of you who don't know, like X-Plane, you could download certain areas of the globe that you flew in the most. That way you didn't have to download the whole world, which would be like, I think if you downloaded the whole world, it was like 80 gigabytes worth of data. And for X-Plane, that doesn't even look that good. Like, it boggles the mind that it would be 80 gigabytes worth of data, but it is. And so if you flew to a part of the world that you didn't have downloaded, it would just be water. And it's just water. There's pavement and then water. That's it. There's no grass, there's no dirt, there's no mud, there's no nothing. It's just pavement and water for the airport. It's absolutely hilarious. No buildings, no cities, no nothing, just pavement and water. So explain definitely something different there. I should probably switch over onto the CTAF there, and we'll make the arrival call because I see someone up in the upper flight levels there going northbound. At that deceleration point, we should be slowing up to 250 knots, and it looks like this wants to cross Bruiser at exactly 13,250 knots there. So that's what I noticed about the Fenix. It doesn't like to be in the middle top. It likes to be on the lower side of the arrival windows, almost exactly to the T. Same with the speed mode on it. It likes to hang out at the bottom, where in reality, when you're descending in managed speed, it doesn't slow, you know, right here where the bottom of that window is at 230 knots. Like, if the Fenix got slow, it would just hang out at 230 knots. In real life, the engines will spool back up and drive you up to this speed. This is what the airplane wants to maintain. So your engines will actually keep varying its thrust. We're in idle now, but it will keep varying its thrust to maintain that speed. Now, if you're above it, it'll go to idle. But if you're below it, it will spool up to maintain that speed. As you can see, idle went away. It's trying to maintain that speed. So let's do it again. Pretty good job. There we go. Ooh, what is that? I'm getting a lot of weird stuff here. Hopefully Fenix comes in. Now I'm getting super nervous. It'd be super boring if, like, I mean, at least the airport will look good, but it would be super boring if, like, Fenix just looks like generic city from Flight Sim FS98. Alrighty, so we're approaching that magical number again for the flight attendants. We can go ahead and tell them to prepare for landing. Flight attendants, prepare for landing. There we go. We'll go ahead and ding them back into sterile. We'll wait for the 10,000 feet MSL. Also, I guess now would be a good time we can get rid of our in-flight entertainment there. Although you all probably didn't get to hear as much as I probably wanted you to, because well, the stream, the Wi-Fi, the internet was going in and out on me there, so that's all right. All is solved. All is right with the world. What are we over? Ante? Alrighty. We over ante at 11,000 feet. Hello, Phoenix traffic. Cactus 3318 is over ante at 11,000. We're descending via the Bruiser 1, landing runway 26, Phoenix traffic. There we go. I don't think anyone is in the area, so don't have to worry too much about that. And we're coming through 10,000 feet MSL, so we can go ahead and get these lights going. Excellent. It's still looking pretty generic. It's looking very Flight Sim FS 98-ish out there right now. Very FS 98-ish. I have no clue how to get the photogrammetry turned back on. Let me try this one more time. Data, online functionality, Bing World data graphics. Oh, how did this? Oh my gosh, how did that turn itself off? Hopefully that didn't crash the stream. As my computer thinks long and hard about it. All right. Stream hasn't crashed. Hopefully the sim hasn't crashed. It's still going strong. There we go. Let's see. Let's go back, resume. Oh, there we go. I do not know. Okay, so somewhere along the way, it must have automatically turned itself off. We got it back. Ladies and gentlemen, we are back. Look at that. Absolutely beautiful. This looks more like what I think it should look like. No more Flight Sim 98. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I wish I had saw that earlier. So got that back. We're streaming. The bit rate is looking good. The connection, according to YouTube, looks really good. So there we go. Let's go back into the flight deck. What are we doing? Where we're at? All right, we're still flying along. There's Phoenix down there. Got the airport in sight. Like to cancel IFR at this time. I'm just kidding. Let's see. Yeah, there's no one on. Alrighty. Not too worried about that then. How's that looking for you there, Draco? Ooh. What's our altitude? We haven't crossed... What? See, this is some of the stuff like... This makes no sense. I think there must be a path error here. Might be path too steep. So the airplane decides it's just going to descend below this. In reality, if the airplane was going to do that, that circle would turn amber. And so you'd have to intervene manually. I don't know what this thing is doing, but it is what it is. Phoenix traffic, Cactus 3318 over Bryce on the Bruiser 1, runway 26, Phoenix traffic. So there we go. There's the airport down there. You got Tempe, Arizona there, it looks like, and there's downtown Phoenix. And then, I don't know, you have some really nice areas out here, it looks like. When you see a lot of neighborhoods that have water in them, you can just assume that these are probably affluent neighborhoods because you're in a desert and you have water because it looks good. So you have a little community there, that's a golfing community here. This whole area actually looks really nice. And then you have the area with no water for beauty. I find that to be so funny. And then this looks like a little aqueduct or something like that running through the city, providing water to all the farmland out here. All right, so we won't make this thing drag on too long. We're at 7,000. Excellent. Let's go ahead and I'm gonna wait for Alt Star. Oh, we hit the circle D. I'm gonna go ahead and alrighty, cool. Let's go ahead and go down to 3,000, shall we? I'll go ahead and set 3,000 down and there. We won't make this too terribly long of a final. And let's go ahead and start the replay there. Excellent. So the replay is replaying stuff. There we go. Or it's recording stuff. Fenix traffic, Cactus 3318 left downwind runway 2, or sorry, right downwind runway 26, Phoenix traffic. Alrighty, so we got that. I'm gonna go ahead and let's pop some brakes out, shall we? And then I'll probably do a radian out in off of Jaggle there. So direct to Jaggle and radial in. That looks good. And let's just go ahead and insert that. What are you doing? No, I didn't say turn there. Alrighty, so we got that going for us. We'll turn south here in a second. In fact, I'll bring the speed brakes up. We'll go direct to Jaggle here now. Just go ahead and do that. We'll arm the approach, and we will slow down to 200 and let's do 190 knots for the fun of it. All right, flaps 1 speed verified. Looks captured. Looks good. Slow it on up to 170 knots. Let that come on down. There we go. That looks good. We'll get the flap extension from here. Flaps 2, speed verified. Oh, excellent, excellent, excellent. That sounds so amazing. Glad the photogrammetry is turned back on too, because it looks absolutely beautiful out here. Phoenix traffic. Cactus 3318 is turning base to final currently at 12 mile base to final. Road only 26 Phoenix traffic. I promise I won't stare out the window too long looking at the beauty that is the simulator. But absolutely amazing. It's also crazy. You can tell definitely there's like a color difference in the ground textures, the trees. They definitely did go and make a better pass and made the colors look a little bit better in 2024 versus 2020. But both of them are very good. Very, very good looking simulators. Alrighty, we are approaching Prune right as the glide slope starts coming down. I'll probably go ahead and manage the speed. I'll probably manage the speed right at dot 1. So 1 dot low. I'll manage up the speed and drop the gear. That's gonna give us a nice little decel there. There's 1 dot. I'll manage everything up. Drop the gear. Glide slopes captured. We can set the missed approach altitude. That is 5,000 feet. 5,000 feet is set. Flaps 3. Speed verified. And flaps full. Speed verified. Before landing checklist. The altimeters is 3014. We're crossing 2700. Engine mode. Norm. Landing gear is down and 3 green ECAM memo. Landing no blue. Before landing checklist is complete. Excellent. There we go. I'm just gonna be quiet. Turn the sim sounds up. Let you listen to all the beautiful sights and sounds. I'll see you on the ground.
Southwest is taxiing Echo to 25 right for Sky Harbor.
Minimum.
Glide slope. Glide slope.
Retard. Retard.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Phoenix Sky Harbor International Airport. What a beautiful approach and a beautiful landing. What a greaser into Phoenix. It definitely does help when you have nearly a 10-knot headwind, giving you a nice, buttery, smooth landing. So we will go ahead and report clear of runway 26, and we'll be taxiing via Tri. Phoenix traffic, Cactus 3318 is clear. Runway 26 on Bravo. We'll taxi Bravo 7 Charlie to the ramp. Phoenix traffic. Alright, flaps up. I think this is Bravo 7 Charlie. Yeah, there we go. Do this. There's another American 321 right there, smack dab in front of us. I did not hear them on the radio at all. Oh, they were landing 25 left. That's right. Alrighty, so we're gonna turn that off. Excellent. We can turn the LS and the flight directors off. That looks good. Go ahead and get our APU going. 1, 2, 3. And our lights can come down. There we go.
Sky Harbor traffic, Southwest 3821, departing 25 right to the north. Sky Harbor.
Why not? Let's see. I'm gonna go ahead and see if we can park right beside this guy, because a reason. So since we're approaching the ramp pretty fast, go ahead and go to the outside view there. What a beautiful landing we had here. We go ahead and slow down and actually get back on the center line. Excellent. Let's get to the other side of him there, chat. We'll park on his right. That's the one thing about Phoenix. Look, I mean, you look at this alleyway. It's not an alleyway, but you get what I'm trying to say. It's tight. Look at there. He's parked all the way up, and it still looks tight. I'll park it all the way at the last T. Alright, there. That looks good there. Excellent. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome, welcome, welcome to the Phoenix Sky Harbor International Airport. Really do appreciate ya hanging in there with all the internet issues and such. Let me see if I can get a little screeny of this before I log off and head out. There we go. Oh boy, look at there. See, can I get both tails? Can I get both tails? Absolutely beautiful. Look at there. I wonder, is this the Fenix model? I know. No, it's not. It's the FSLTL model. Looks good though. FSLTL model does look good. Alrighty. Excellent. Well, we go ahead and put you right there. And let's log offline and go ahead and take a look at this replay, shall we? So, you gotta find where to log offline at. There it is. We'll disconnect from the online service. Thank you very much for your service. And we can go ahead and end the replay. That's what I want to do. So we'll stop recording. And then I will go ahead and load you up. There we go. Or the sim, yeah, I'll bring this down a little bit while the sim goes crazy. So I'll hit play. Sim's gonna go crazy for a little bit. We're gonna get a bunch of different things. Yeah. Alrighty, so we'll do that. We won't do that. We cleared that. I'll clear all of that out. Alright. I think everything for the most part is set how it should be. Alright, so let us fast forward here. Alright, because there's not much going on out here right now. Let's see. Alrighty, that should give us a little bit of time here for things to kind of settle down. There we go. Hopefully things will settle down there. Oops, wrong button. Let's go back inside, shall we? Thank you. I kind of did this view already. So let's do this view. There we go. And then I'll switch it up and do the other side for our next replay. There. Just a little bit of float, but I was working for the greaser. Look at there, chat. Absolutely beautiful. Let's roll that back. We'll get it from the other side, shall we? I kind of wish they were using runway 8 for landing, because it's absolutely beautiful coming in right over the city there. Like you fly right over downtown, like right over downtown Phoenix. Chat. 10 knot headwind for the win. Can we say that? 10 knot headwind for the win? Because that was absolutely money. See if I can at least get downtown in the background. Yeah. Probably something like that. What do you think? Let's roll it and see. Look at the wing flopping around. The replay tool definitely needs a little bit more work. What is that freeze right there? Hold on. You're not gonna sit there and just think about that. Come on now. There we go. Oh, chat. The butter on that. The headwind absolutely gave me that butter. Let's go for it, right? So it floated at about 700 feet past the touchdown markers. That is, I'll take that. Well within our touchdown zone, and an absolute butter of a landing, slightly off center line there. You see that one wheel is just barely in there. Right there. That's probably, did I touch down one wheel first? I feel like I started drifting, and that's what I started doing. All right, let's let me unlock it. Go ahead and disable the follow mode there, and we can run that back. There we go. Coming in. Absolute butter, chat. Absolute butter. Let's run this back from the front one more time. I'm gonna go ahead and we will lock this back up so that the drone will follow wherever I go. And let's hop back inside to the flight deck here. And let us go ahead and get this going back just a little bit there. All right. There we go. We'll run this one back for the very, very, very last replay there. And I will definitely I'll figure out which airplane will be in. I don't know if I want to do the 319, the 320, or 321. I'll figure it out tomorrow, or maybe after I start the stream. I'll start a poll to see what you guys want to do. But again, thank you once again for Max Racing coming on out and joining me. Draco, appreciate you coming back out tonight and watching another stream. Prayers for all of those who are going through a really tough time with what happened in DC. But I'll be back tomorrow night for Failure Friday. Remember to take care of yourselves and each other. Until the next time I see you, I'm Grey Eagle. Peace.